The story of gold. A story that begins right here in the great Southwest. With its trademark desert landscapes and rugged cactus, it's as alluring today as it was over 500 years ago. The Southwest has always enjoyed a unique beauty and place in our country's past. Today, some of America's fastest growing cities call this area home. Las Vegas, with its sprawling suburban growth and nightlife. Albuquerque, and Phoenix, which sits directly in the Valley of the Sun. It's here in Arizona that our story begins, and it might surprise you to know this area didn't always look like this. Where today there is mostly scrub brush and desert, it was once lush and fertile, as the forests and valleys of Oregon and Montana. Hard to believe, you say? Well, how about taking a trip back in time with me, Brian Bozick, and learn the true story of gold. Arizona in the 1500s. The land the Spanish found was filled with trees, waterways, and abundant wildlife, according to exploration historians. It was these streams which gave up the first chorus of gold, and once found, altered this landscape forever. We would look for a group of boulders or large rocks in the rivers and streams. Once we found the vortex behind them, we could often scoop up as much gold as we could carry. As the Spanish ships stacked with gold made their way back to Europe, the stories of unimaginable wealth just waiting to be carried out of the water in the new lands traveled like wildfire across the continent, stirring the greed and imagination of the Europeans. Just as quickly as the word of gold was spreading overseas, the streams and rivers here in the Southwest were beginning to die. What the Spanish did not realize was the role nature had given to gold in the first place. There was a reason that the native Apache, Navajo, and Seneca tribes had left the precious mineral in its place. The gold played a key role in keeping the waters clean and pure for the trout, deer, eagle, and the Native Americans of the area. Once gone, disease and pollution began to set in, and the balance of nature that had been so perfect, so pure, was thrown aside in the pursuit of wealth. Bisbee, Arizona in the 1800s. Quite possibly the liveliest city west of the Mississippi. As miners first settled into this town, they had one thing on their mind: gold. Setting out upon the streams, rivers, and creeks, they used newfound technology to become more efficient than their Spanish counterparts had been in raiding the water of its wealth. Hydromining was the word of the day, and with it, a miner could dry up a vital waterway in less than 2 months. Flushing out all of the water and catching the heavy gold laying at the creek bottoms proved to be a fast and profitable way to mine for the precious mineral. Of course, with the water gone, the trees and animals too had no way of staying alive. The wildlife either perished or moved to new areas where water could be found. As soon as the gold was harvested from the riverbeds, the miners would simply move on to the next potential waterway and start the process all over again. What they left behind was tragic in its consequences, and we are still reaping the effects of it today. The story of gold. It is an intriguing story to tell, and each week we're going to take you back in time to the great Southwest and a land that held much more than the gold that filled its waterways. It was here that the Apache, Navajo, and Seneca lived and enjoyed an area teeming with wildlife, forests, and some of the most breathtaking scenery to be found. And while today it is now known for its desert landscapes, it used to have thousands of streams, creeks, and thick forests as far as the eye could see. But when gold-filled ships left our shores for Europe, our land was changed forever. The deserts that stand here now, we're going to listen to the dry creek beds and vistas, and walk the ridges to learn the secrets of what actually happened here as we unfold the true story of gold. I'm Brian Bozick, and I look forward to seeing you back here with us next time.